The course schedule.
It's so difficult to choose what courses to take this semester. Henry, have you chosen all of your courses yet?
No, Sue. I'm having a hard time making up my mind, and I still need to select 2 more. Do you have any ideas? Do you know anything about the professors?
I heard that the psychology professor is tough but fair. If you work hard, you can get a good grade.
Psychology sounds interesting.
How about we both sign up for psychology? Then we'd be in the same class and we could help each other with assignments.
I remember the last class we took together. I'm not so sure that's a good idea.
Oh, come on. It would be fun. I promise I'll attend the classes and not just borrow your notes this time.
Thanks.
I was thinking about taking film studies. Why don't you take that?
I like going to the movies, but I don't want to study them.
I know someone who took that course last year, and she said it's very easy. Almost everyone gets an A or a B, and there is no homework.
That is tempting, but I want to learn something useful.
Fine, but don't complain to me if you get a C.
The project.
Hey, Dad, do you think you can help me out? I've just been assigned this enormous project at school, and I really don't know where to begin.
Sure, Jason, I'll give it my best shot.
Oh, Dad, I know you'll be a great help and inspiration to me.
Okay, that's enough flattery from you for one day. What's this project about?
Well, I have 2 choices. I can research a profession, or I can interview someone that I admire about their profession. If I do the second option, I must also add my own opinion about their profession.
Well, I am an expert when it comes to my profession. Accounting is a noble profession, and one that I am always happy to talk about.
Dad, I know how much you love your career. It isn't that I don't admire you, but what I was hoping actually was that you could speak to Mr. Chang, your diving friend, and see if he would agree to an interview. Diving for a living sounds cool.
I see. That's a great idea. You know how I really dislike talking about myself for too long. Let me give David Chang a call right now and find out.
Thanks, Dad. You're the best. I know this will be an awesome project.
The assignment.
Hello, Wendy. Who did you do your homework about?
I wrote about my dad because he is a firefighter.
Really? Does he actually go into burning buildings?
Yes, and he sometimes has to crawl into tight places to rescue people.
Has he ever been trapped in a burning building?
Well, one time he needed to break down a door. He was carrying a little girl out of her house. Someone left the stove on, and it ignited a fire in the kitchen.
Was everyone all right?
All 5 people living there escaped safely, but the house burned to the ground.
Your dad is incredibly brave, a real hero. What does he do at the fire station?
He resides there for a few days when he works. All of the firefighters cook, eat, and clean together. When there's a fire, they slide down a pole into the fire station's garage to get their firefighting equipment. They quickly put on their gear and then jump onto the fire trucks. My dad loves to drive the fire trucks.
Wow! Maybe I should be a firefighter someday.
I'm definitely going to be a firefighter, Ian. I want to be just like my dad.
A blind date.
What's wrong, Mike? You appear to be depressed.
I haven't slept in days, and I feel awful. My fiancé and I broke up just before I went to Madrid for the concert.
Why didn't you say something? No wonder your playing sounded so bad. Oh dear, I'm really sorry.
It was an appalling performance, I agree. I was miserable and unhappy, but I had to perform anyway.
Have you been seeing anyone else since you broke up with her?
No, I have been working overtime instead. The conductor was not pleased with my last performance. Besides, don't you think it's too soon?
Not at all. You might just need to get out and socialize. Hey, I've got a fabulous idea.
Oh no, not another one of your ideas. What is it this time?
Do you remember me telling you about Julia, a friend from work?
I think so. Why?
Well, she is single. I could set up the two of you.
A blind date? I tried that when I was younger, and it was a disaster.
Come on, Mike. I'd be helping two friends who will, of course, have a great time together. She has a charming personality, and she also plays the oboe. You can go to the concert in the park on Saturday afternoon. Maybe you can have coffee afterwards.
She plays the oboe? Okay. Let me know when and where to meet her. A job interview. Hello, Ms. Jones. Please come in and sit down.
Thank you.
So you're applying for the position of computer technician.
Yes, that's right.
My name is Mr. Smith, and I will be interviewing you today.
Nice to meet you.
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
As my resume shows, I graduated from Leeds University with a computer science degree. During my junior and senior years, I worked part-time as a computer lab monitor in the university. As part of that job, I helped students with PC and desktop application problems and did hardware and software maintenance. I also taught a weekly 1-hour class on how to use Microsoft Office applications.
How would you describe yourself?
I really enjoy problem solving, and I'm hardworking. I'm also very organized, so when I have a lot of problems to deal with, I make a list and work through it from the most to the least urgent. That way, I can get everything done within the set deadlines.
That's a good way to manage your time. Just one more question. Why do you want to work for us?
Your company is well known and is respected in the computer industry. I would really like a chance to be part of your company.
Okay, thank you for coming in. I'll be in touch.
Thank you. Goodbye.
An ounce of prevention. Hi, Sandy. I have a question for you.
Sure, Joe.
I need to have a physical examination, and there is a new clinic on Elm Street. Have you heard anything about it?
One of my friends went there recently. She said it was very hygienic and well run. It is great to have a new clinic close by, since there is a shortage of doctors around here. Why are you going?
I've just joined a gym. I want to get more exercise, and they require a medical exam before I can start.
What kind of tests do they want you to have?
They want to know my blood pressure, how much I weigh, and results from a blood test to check for any possible diseases. I feel terrific, so I'm not worried.
I had a routine checkup last month, and the doctor discovered that my blood pressure is a little high. It's not serious, but I am glad that I found out about it. I am walking every day, and I have to cut down on my salt intake. I would rather not take medicine if I don't have to. The change in diet has really made me feel better. You know the saying, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
I think you are right. Prevention is very important. I'm going to call right now and set up an appointment. Too much of a good thing? Hi, Jenny. Are you drinking coffee again?
Hi, Sam. This is my third cup.
Are you sure it's all right to drink so much? Don't you think all that caffeine is bad for you?
No, that's a misconception. Everyone thinks coffee is bad for you, but it's not.
Really?
According to an article I read, coffee can be beneficial to your health.
That's interesting, but you should remember that one study does not prove much. There are a lot of other studies out there, too.
This doctor in Italy found a lot of benefits.
Such as?
She says the chemicals in coffee can be good for your heart and may relieve headaches, too.
I know that some coffee can be good sometimes, but drinking too much is not beneficial. Coffee has a lot of caffeine, which is addictive. It affects your blood circulation and removes calcium from your bones.
The doctor did admit that it is not for everyone and that you shouldn't drink more than 3 cups a day.
You seem nervous when you drink a lot. And remember when you told me that you are not sleeping well? Do you think that maybe you should cut back?
I appreciate your concern. I was thinking of cutting back. Would you like a cup of green tea?
The exchange rate. Welcome to the Atlanta International Airport, ma'am. How may I help you?
I am traveling to Venezuela. Can you tell me what the exchange rate is for the dollar?
One moment, please, and I will look it up. The currency in Venezuela is the bolivar. The exchange rate is 200 bolivars per dollar.
That seems rather low. Are you certain that that is all the dollar is worth?
There may be several local businesses that may exchange for a higher rate, but the official rate is the one I gave you.
Can I exchange $100? I need to have some money for a taxi and a hotel once I arrive in Caracas.
No problem. Here is your money. Would you like a receipt?
Yes, please. I will need it to keep track of my business expenses.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
I just have one more question. Do you know where I can exchange dollars in Venezuela once I arrive? I will probably need more cash, and I want to find a reliable exchange.
The best place to exchange money is at a large bank. They will always give you the official rate. You can also find money exchange stores in most large cities.
Wonderful. I will look for a bank. I appreciate your advice.
My pleasure. I hope you enjoy Venezuela.